Welcome everybody to Acts chapter 2, verse 1 through 11, and welcome to Evergrowth, session 2 for 30 days about sitting above the clouds. What does Jesus, or what can you do to be successful when you lose something or someone that's important to you? Well, let's talk about Acts chapter 2. When the day of Pentecost came, they were all together in one place. Suddenly, a sound like the blowing of violent wind came from heaven, and filled the whole house where they were sitting. That they saw what seemed to be tongues of fire that separated and came to rest on each of them. All of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit enabled them. Now there was staying in Judaism God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven. When they heard this sound, a crowd came together in bewilderment, because each one heard their own language being spoken. Really amazed, they asked, "Aren't all these who are speaking Galileans? Then how is it that each of us hears them in our native languages?" Okay, I want to skip over 9 to 11. Some, however, made fun of them. Oh, hold on. Amazed and perplexed, they asked one another, "What does this mean?" Some, however, made fun of them and said, "They have had too much wine." Now, this is what I learned here. Which there's 4 things. The Holy Spirit, number one, the Holy Spirit makes a movement. It doesn't stand still. It came in with the fire and made a movement. Second, people will actually come in after the movement, and they may ask questions or they may have doubts with it. But also, number three, people will make it as an accusation, just like what they were saying. They have had too much wine. No, they didn't. And you can keep going down through that chapter, and you can see how that Peter explains why they didn't have wine or anything like that. And here's the one lesson that we can learn together, and this is what my uncle says a lot. What can you do? Or here's the simple term: what can you do next? What's the next step? That type of stuff. What is the next step to be 1% better than the day before? That's it. That's all that I needed to know. Well, that's the second day, and I hope that you learned there's a good amount of 4 lessons on this one chapter.